Hi, my name is Rachel. I am the founder at Soares. One of the biggest obstacles was figuring out meta ads and the inconsistent results that I was facing there, along with like struggling with pricing. There's always that little bit of uncertainty with that. So I think it was really, really nice to have like different people, different founders come in and share their struggles because I feel like on social media, everyone's always talking about how well they're doing and how much they're selling and we're always talking about our triumphs. And if I do that, I do want to talk about my achievements. But I feel it's really important in business to also hear about people struggling with things, because then when you're struggling with it, you
Right.
don't feel alone, and you
Yeah.
also understand how normal it is, and stop beating yourself up about it.
Yeah.
So I feel like that space to share problems was something that was really, really nice for me to have.
Right.
And I feel this is one of the few places I feel this was letting you come and talk about your work.
Right.
Being able to express things without having to fear any judgment, or just basically that freedom to just talk about your work and have someone give feedback over it.
Particular workshop that you liked or
Uh,
highlight?
I didn't per se have one particular workshop. I think overall it was informative. It's the nuances, the tiny examples and the real life implementation with successful ads. I thought
Right.
that was really nice, really interesting, because now when I'm watching an ad, I'm actually thinking about
Yeah.
what is the the
The
idea
offer, the message.
creating this ad, and
Right.
that is really nice to be able to point out. So
Right.
I definitely say the crafting of the story and basically just trying to bring out the emotion, that would be the top my biggest learnings.
In terms of the one-to-one sessions, again, how were they different and were they kind of beneficial? What would you?
They were definitely beneficial. I think more than anything was just kind of motivating to be able to talk and realize that I am doing some things right, if not
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
And also the things that I'm not doing right, I mean, it's always good to introspect when someone tells you something positive or negative. You take the time to take that information in and get the best out of it. And I feel in the one-on-one sessions, I definitely felt very I felt lighter actually after that. I think
Mhm.
that was the best part of it, insights on my ads.
Mhm.
And I have implemented some of those insights, but it's just always good to have different perspectives. So I did
Right.
really enjoy the one-on-one sessions also, because it gave me a much broader idea of my own
Right.
business.
Someone who is considering joining the hackathon, what would you recommend him or her?
So actually, like the way I think when I'm looking at joining any course or any kind of session, I'm looking to hear a new perspective. When it comes to how much I paid for this hackathon, I think it was a steal, because uh, the amount of interaction I had with not just you but with the other founders, I would not have been able to go around so openly talking to founders. You don't do this in social settings. This was a very concentrated sort of thing, and again, considering it was just for clothing brands, I think anyone who is planning to do something similar could only benefit. I mean, you have to learn at least one new thing, right?
Right.
And
Right.
even learning that one new thing can really change something for you. It can affect you in a big way. So I would say if someone is starting a business, the first thing they should do is be open to all possibilities, including doing
Absolutely.
something like this. This was a pleasant surprise. I did learn so many things that I
Right.
probably wouldn't have. And in the classes, everyone was so honest about the fact that they're struggling with something.
Mhm.
And I don't know, it really was helpful to me in a large part that I'm not alone.
What was the deciding factor for you to sign up for the hackathon? Was there any or?
And it's I mean, it's my perpetual state. I'm constantly wondering if I'm doing things wrong, or is there something
Right.
I'm doing better, or
Right.
it's just constant. My brain's always working.
Right.
So I think I just wanted to see what other people out there are doing, and what their
Right.
opinion is on what I'm doing.
Mhm.
I just wanted to know, that was the major factor, just trying to understand what other people in business are thinking and doing. I think it was a good decision, and I do feel other people should consider joining, because it's I think it's always good to know what's happening around you. When you
Right.
start a business, it's a very lonely situation,
Right.
especially in the beginning. And
Yes.
when you have other people who are going through the same thing, you have moral support, you have that, people are always ready to share if you ask them. If you're just going to
Definitely.
ask them, expect them to just come out and tell you their struggles, it doesn't happen.
Right.
So I would say it's always good to interact with people, and this was a good platform to do that.